Going on, everyone? Test. Hope you guys are getting these sounds here. This is my first time. Actually, let's stop. As you can see here, I got this cable around what is the microphone that is going up through my helmet right now. It's a Tascam DR10L. And what that microphone is it's just a backup. I've got the DJI Osmo right now, and it is hooked up to a new mount that I just got, which is called a Dango design gripper. So it just clips right onto the front of the mask, and it seemed like the way it gripped onto this one, it was just a match made in heaven. But anyways, we're going to take a quick ride here. I made another video where the camera was chest mounted and didn't really have audio talking on that one, but I want to just test out this new mount. Looks like we might have some storms rolling in, but we're just going to see. Let's get the legs. Let's get the legs nice and ready. So the idea here is to test out audio, video, new gripper mount, and I think I'm going to just take you guys along on a quick, the same ride that we did last time. Oh man, I already feel a raindrop. So we're going to see how quickly we can maybe do that same run. I can hear the thunder behind me. I think we're going to be driving towards it, but anyways, I'll put my visor down. I have no idea if the sound's going to be any different. Oh, yeah, definitely. I think I'm going to have to leave this mask cracked at least a little bit. Which I'm thinking it might be a little windy to you guys, but is what it is. This is a test run. So oh man, look at the phone. We'll start with talking about the accessories we got on my Super73 here. I'm on the S2 version that came out just a couple months ago. Well, actual deliveries, that is. Pre-order started many moons ago. People are still at a point where if they're placing an order right now, you're probably looking at a couple months wait period. But still, I'll tell you, once you get the bike, you forget about all of that. You will forget you ever waited. And I say that as a happy customer. I'm not being paid or receiving anything for making this video. This is for my own viewing and sharing pleasure. So again, we're going to do the same route that we already took. Side note about where I'm at in Southwest Florida, it is not that bike friendly. That's all I want to say. We do have some bike lanes, but it's, as you can see, about the width of my handlebars, which, you know, makes you feel real safe when you're on these roads here. But when we get to certain roads where they do still have the bike lane and it's this size and you got cars that are going 50, 60 miles per hour, I choose not to usually take the bike lane, and I will hop on a sidewalk if there's a sidewalk over there. But as you can see, hopefully the camera is showing you guys the top of my phone, and you can see that it says 97. Oh my goodness, people, I just told you guys I'm going to take you on the same damn route, and I already went and missed. You know what it is, folks. We missed our loophole. That's right. If you guys watch Dylan over there on his YouTube channel, I think you guys all know what I'm talking about. Loophole culture. And that's what this is. That's what we are doing right now. We are taking a shortcut, which keeps us from using crosswalks and all that fun stuff. But yeah, just a little apartment complex here. You can just bust through. Probably doesn't really save too much time, but that's the fun part about having these bikes, I think. It's just doing whatever the hell you want, exploring, learning new routes. And something I will mention about that, I'll actually probably make a video here in the near future about how I've already started integrating this bike into my real estate and what I do as my full-time gig, we'll call it, since I pretty much create my own schedule there. But I am in real estate, and that's what I do. And this Super73 is actually one of those items that keeps me having fun. You know, I can change it up in my real estate. I can actually integrate this bike into some of the things that I'm actually doing right now, which is pretty cool. And that's, again, something I'll show on another future video. But as you can see, where we are right now, this is a brand new, freshly paved sidewalk. It is pretty badass. And if you look over to my left at the road, you'll see that there's no bike lane over there. So luckily I got my rear view mirror over here. You can always turn our head too and look, but when you're wearing a helmet like this, a Bell MX-9, you feel a little bit of that wind grab your head when you turn your head. So yeah, let's make another side note here while we're driving on this sidewalk and talking about the roads that we've got down here. People are crazy. There is no doubt when I placed the pre-order for this bike that I questioned getting a helmet. I did question the type of helmet I wanted to get, but I knew I was going to be wearing a helmet, hitting speeds of maybe upwards of 30 miles per hour. So I did. Again, I got that Bell MX-9. Look up in your top right now. I'll throw you a card. I actually did a fun unboxing of that pre-shipment and receiving of my bike. So it was a very unbiased review. It was a review where I talk about how nice the helmet looks, basically. But hey, I had my daughter in the video helping me out, so that's pretty cool. But you guys can check that one out, because the point of my YouTube channel, because if you look at the crazy randomness of videos that are on my channel, you will see I have many interest, hobbies of the like. So check that out. I just love doing do-it-yourself stuff. I love the fact that YouTube has provided me the knowledge to be able to go look something up and find a solution that otherwise might have cost me who knows. So we got no cars behind us. So that is the point of my channel. I just love giving back, sharing some adventures here and there, but I just love using YouTube as well. So I have been wanting to give back to YouTube in the same sense that it's given to me. So when I'm doing something new, something that I don't even know if it's going to work out, I always like to record it, especially if it's something that maybe I watched a video and saw, and I'm not trying to, replace and steal the views from maybe some other channels of YouTubers that maybe showed me how it is I did something that I'm showing, but maybe there was a better way it could have been taught or told or cleared up. So that's why I like to do that. And then some, like I got this, I had this Microsoft Bluetooth mouse, and the left click just was annoying the hell out of me. It would keep getting stuck, and on a mouse that's horrible. But this was a cheap Microsoft designer mouse. I got no cars behind me, by the way, people. That's why I'm in the middle of the lane here. But yeah, that mouse, I decided, what the heck, if I got to pay for shipping to send this thing back to Microsoft, I'm just going to disassemble this thing. I don't care if I break it or whatever. And I ended up fixing it, shared the video, and the thing's up to like 22,000 views. Blows my mind that one funny, crazy fix that I did ended up like solving that many people's problems. Playing some basketball, hell yeah. So this is a park I come to. I'll hit some tennis balls here, shoot some hoops, and I've always seen people just walking back here onto these paths, and I was always wondering what it was. I finally came back here just the other day. Again, we are doing the exact same ride we did on the last ride video, but with a new mount, not mounted to our chest. But you could see it's there's a bunch of woods. That's it. All right. Again, we got a holy ant pile. Oh, we got to keep this ride going. I hope the audio's working. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself. But hey, I guess that's what I'd be doing anyway, right? All right, so I remember we cut across here. Got a big open field next to this park here. And wow, it's all cut now. Even better. And what'd we do? We did some loopies. Oh, yeah. I need to get, I'm like, each day I'm out on this bike, I'm getting better and better. The etiquette and the understanding and the feeling of this bike. I definitely know when I'm taking sharp turns, if I'm leaning left, I want my right foot down and that left foot up, knee up on the side that you're leaning into. That's just a tip of mine. And if that's completely backwards from what you're supposed to do, hey, let us know in the comments. But anyways, we got to speed this up. So let's go back to, what did we do last time? That's right, we practiced some wheelies. Trying to be like Parker over there at Super73 headquarters. I just don't understand it. Oh yeah, oh shit. The bike got away from me. All right, here we go. Okay, you guys are gonna be the first ones to witness the success. Oh shit, we got 1 second of it. Oh shit, you hear that thunder? Oh man. So I found a shortcut that way that cuts me over to the main road of 60-mile-per-hour cars. But we're gonna do the same ride, same way, from memory, a couple days ago. Come on, 30-year-old brain. See, look at this camera mount. I mean, what am I saying? Camera mount. Look at this phone mount. Go over these bumps and this thing adjusts so quick. What'd the guy at the bike store say? Oh, it won't go anywhere. Wrong. I do have another one at home, though, that was probably half the price off Amazon. Not the steel one everyone recommends. Oh, man, that car had its windshield wipers on. We might be heading into some rain. Is that the footage you guys want? Oh, yeah. Yeah, left knee up. I feel like that'd just be better on the fall anyway. So anyways, we're coming up to this road that I told you there was just a shortcut or a loophole through. And we're gonna go sidewalk. And this is where I almost wiped out the other day, transitioning from grass to sidewalk. Yeah, it's all right. We're gonna learn. Oh man. And the other day when I pulled off on the side here on a different ride, nothing being recorded, it was to let this dad and his kid pass. I pulled over maybe 1 foot over into this grass and it was just mud. And I wasn't even going fast. I was like coming to a stop from 1 mile per hour. And I threw mud all over me. I mean, I watch a lot of you guys. You guys are always wearing pants and jeans in your videos. Good for you guys. That'd be nice to know I could have a little bit of extra protection of my skin to the ground should something happen. But I'm in Florida, people. There ain't no damn way I'm wearing pants out in this sun. But that brings me to another point. Back to this helmet. This helmet has been awesome. Like, I thought having a full coverage helmet was gonna make me so damn hot. And that is just not the case. So, loving it. As huge as this thing probably looks on my body frame with 170 pounds, but all right, you know what? We're gonna hop over on the crazy road just so you guys can experience it with me. Oh shit! Here we go. We're just pretty much going up to this traffic light anyway and cutting over. Thank God, too, because if you look ahead, I can see a parting in the skies. Oh, man. Thank God there's not many cars in this slow lane. You know, I've taken my own personal survey while driving and looking at drivers who are sitting there on their cell phones, you know, just picking random cars and looking over. And am I the only one who feels that it's at least 50% of drivers are sitting there on their damn phone? Oh yeah, Wawa. Give me a thumbs up if you like Wawa. I'm talking Wawa tuna sandwich for the win. They just changed that recipe up a couple months back too. Give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about on that. But anyways, going through a parking lot, taking ourselves a not dangerous shortcut where we avoid all the cars. And that's really what I think these shortcuts are all about. It's getting off these main roads from these crazy ass drivers while not using my gas from my truck. Anyways, let's go. Look at that trash. Look at that. Okay. Just want you guys to know, I actually adopted a road recently. It's pretty cool. We got somebody's trash here. Security cameras in use. Well, did you see the person who littered? Peace, y'all. That's right. Clean your roads. Don't throw your trash. My wife and I were heading to the beach about 2 months ago. We had to swing by Wendy's. She's like, hey, pull into Wendy's. That's right. I'm putting the blame on you, babe. Anyway, she says, pull into Wendy's. So we sit there. And this car, we believe it's 2 teenagers who are sitting in front of us in the parking lot. Right as they pull up to the window to get their food, the passenger takes his soda can and just tosses the thing out of his window. I kid you not, folks. I kid you not. He just throws it out of his window. And my wife gets out of the passenger seat, as I'm normally the one driving, and proceeds to walk up. I had no idea what she was going to do, but she just picks it up. And the funny part about this story, although she did something awesome, is this is during the pandemic and all. So she goes to throw it into the trash can that's normally like 1 car length in front of the pickup window, and they don't have anything there because of all this. It's right during the crackdown time. So that was pretty fun story. She had to walk, almost like a little walk of shame, had to throw that thing in the dumpster. But guess what? It wasn't a walk of shame, because she was basically shaming the person in the passenger seat that decided to litter. And that's right, this is a PSA. I'm using my platform of 100 views for a PSA of don't litter. All right, we're coming up to a park. Oh, look at that e-bike, yeah. Yeah. I don't even care. It's like what they say. It's like when you buy Ed Milet talks about his blue Honda Civic and how he got that car, and then all of a sudden he just saw that car everywhere. That's how it is now with the e-bikes. I still haven't seen that many. I have not seen that many. But we are heading to a park right here. It's pretty cool. They use it for a lot of rowing competitions. Just the past couple of years, it's gotten quite a bit of publicity. They're holding, as you can see, NCAA rowing championships D2 through 4. World Rowing 17, 18, and 19. That's right. Oh, man. Where to go? I'm going to do a quick little no pedestrian crossing. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys a cool little spot. You can just go right under the bridge over here. And I think I just realized I need to tighten something up on my helmet here. This might get a little bit dark. I'm using my action cam, and I will just take a quick second here to let you know what I've got attached to this action cam. It's just an ND16 filter. Can't even tell you the brand right now. Might be like Freewell or something like that. But yes, I pretty much use ND16 anytime I'm outside in Florida, because even in these cloudy skies right now, with the ISO set to auto, it's only got the ISO set to about 200 right now. So, I mean, that's pretty neat, like how that works. Hey, everybody, look at that. Oh, that's pretty neat. Yeah, that's a pretty cool boat. That's right, boys with their toys. Alright, we're gonna go up the road here. Alright, this is the biggest elevation gain you guys are gonna probably ever... No, alright, I take that back. There is one bridge that we'll go to eventually here. I'll take you guys up it. But yes, that's about the elevation gain down here in Southwest Florida, folks. Not until you get to more central Florida, Gainesville, Ocala area do you actually start to see some mounds or hills. Not like they got mountains there, but hills. So you are seeing Benderson Park here, awesome park. It's pretty much a, what is it, a 5K all the way around if you do the entire loop. I think some water just hit us, and hopefully we're okay on the camera. All right, we're gonna do a t-shirt lens wipe. Maybe that didn't change anything. All right, here we go, bike lane. I'm not gonna go on the actual bike path on the bike right now. I know it's a nice wide path, but this road, they're pretty strict with the speed limit of 40. So I don't have to worry about cars going too crazy. They got some speed checkers along here, and police are at least here 20% of the time. I had a bug just impale my arm. That felt good. Again, I'm in t-shirts and shorts here, folks. No pants or long sleeves on this guy. It'll be rare that you see one of those videos. That's right, you want to see my legs? There, you see my legs. I'm not lying. Ghost pedal. Thanks for moving over, Honda. We really don't have many people behind us. That's our I-75 interstate right over there. Not that you will ever see me on that road on this bike. But yeah, you got a 5K around this Benderson Park. You got these road championships. You got 5Ks that are happening here all the time. You got non-profit events, walkathons, all sorts of things that they now use this place for. And it's only been around about 3 years. It's beautiful, I will say. But we are going to cut into there. We're actually, by the time we cut in on the second entrance they have over here, we'll already be halfway around the lake. But so far we're doing good. It looks like this rain is south of us right now. And that's what happens. This I-75 always seems to be a barrier for some of these really nasty storms. So yeah, if you want that nice new home, family style living, folks, you're gonna be living on that rainy side of the interstate. If you like a rehabbed house or something a little more older with a different type of character. Oh man, we got rain. Luckily this action cam is waterproof, but you know what is not waterproof? These tires. Oh shit. We'll bleep that out. But I know where we're gonna go. I know where we're going. We're gonna cut in here and we're gonna go find a tree. I don't hear any lightning, but we're gonna go find a tree. And maybe we'll pause this and then just resume it, because you probably don't want to see. Transitioning to gravel. Ooh! Yeah, a little off-roading. This is where we actually did some off-roading last time. Oh, I'm going over to those trees. Looks like there's a party over there. Oh yeah, this is where you guys get to watch me wipe out. Unfortunately, we don't have a sun that's up right now, so the ground's not really going to dry. Get these handles dry. As you can see, I'm not using gloves. I just want to make sure you guys are actually viewing what I'm viewing. There we go. Yeah, you can see we've been recording for another 48 seconds since I just resumed this. Alright, we do have the Super73 app telling us we're at 73%. It has been monitoring our ride here. The only thing it has not been doing, though, is probably keeping an accurate record of what's going on. Oh, yeah. Do a little bit of off-roading here for you guys. I've made sure to take everything possible off the bike. Hope those cones weren't for a big hole. So I've taken my kryptonite lock off my bike. I don't have the water bottle sitting in there. Oh, yeah. Those deep tread marks were actually hard to get out of. Oh yeah, going through the power cables. Whoa, Power Cable City. Actually never been right through this spot. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we're still inside Benderson here. How many people out? I think they're smart enough to know they got a storm coming. But guess what? We still got to make it back home. Oh, it's nice. Don't have to worry about the tread or the change from grass to pavement, which is something that I will say is a little bit scary on this. I mean, I'm going to get used to it and get a little more comfortable, but you got to be careful if you're not familiar with that change from the grass to the pavement. There's another warning for you. Oh, man. Got a little fire ant on me that just bit me. That's the other thing you got to love about Florida. Ants. Man, I don't even know. It probably fell from that damn tree we stopped under. See? Nothing good came of that. I ended up with some dirty shoes and an ant bite. What's this thing say? I think it wants us to stop. Alright, well, that was a pretty good stop. Brakes didn't get us to a complete stop. Would have thrown us over the handlebars. And be interesting to see what our Super73 app tells us when we stop it. I'll be curious to see how many miles it logs. I should have ran another app just to compare the two. Alright, get our pedal assist going. I love this pedal assist. All right, we're gonna get back out. We're gonna start heading back. Oh my goodness, people. I'm supposed to be at a dinner in 25 minutes, and I'm gonna still have to shower. Wife is gonna be mad. All right, I need to drive on the right side of the road, people. I've got to set a good example. Good example, good example. My videos will be used for good. My videos will be used for good. So yeah, a lot of people have mentioned there's no reason they probably see themselves ever getting into Pedal Assist 1, but I will tell you, I love Pedal Assist 1. I've been doing a lot of these after dinner night rides. just a quick little, 15, 30-minute cruise around my neighborhood areas where I'm not wearing my helmet. I'm just going at slow speeds, maybe a quick little burst here and there. Oh, here we go, around the fun roundabouts. I'm actually surprised. The roundabouts work a little bit more effectively in this town than I give them credit for, or I should say most people give them credit for. But yeah, try checking out a bike lane on a roundabout. Non-existent. All right. Don't know what we were talking about before that. Sorry, folks. I know it's kind of pointless to stay in this bike lane. I know up ahead they got a bunch of cones forcing you into the traffic. But we don't have anyone behind us. It's good. Man, like I don't want to put the visor down because I sound like this and I don't know if it sounds any different to you guys, but I'm going to unalter the audio for this section right here up until we get to the traffic light. Just so you know, I have my visor down with the mic inside. Make sure we can cross. With the mic inside the helmet. And I am going to lift this visor back up right now. Man, I'll tell you what, when you're hitting speeds in excess of 20 and you have a bug that's going to end up hitting you in the face or your eyes, you will appreciate these visors. That's why I'm still leaving it at half mast, just to make sure that we don't have any kind of crappy audio coming through here. Here we go, here we go. Oh, it's sidewalk riding. As you can see, again, we have no bike lane. And we have a sidewalk that's ending and cars still coming. I guess this is why they made these things with all-terrain tires. No cars behind us. We're good to go. Man, that ant bite. You guys remember that thing? Ow! Alright, so we got to get back. This video might go another 5 minutes. Just going through some back neighborhood, so we're going back the same way we started out. Just taking detours. Not really detours, cut-throughs. I love these pieces of land they've all got out here. Everyone out here has got at least an acre on a lot of these properties, which is pretty nice. I don't know if that's nice. Yeah, these are nice pieces of property out here. Man, it is really windy out. You guys might see some of these leaves kind of flying down right now. I think I'm about to hit a little bit more rain. We will see. But that wind's obviously coming in through the helmet. One thing I did do was at the mouthpiece area, the helmet does have a vent that you can open and close. I did close the vent. I figured you got the gripper up there anyway, blocking most of it. And my microphone's positioned perfectly in there in the middle. It was pretty neat. I actually used the gripper mount clasp to just hold the Tascam microphone. So it's actually aimed perfectly at my mouth. But it's also 1 inch, maybe 2 inches away, so might be having to bring this audio down a little bit. Whoa, that's right. Stand up when you go over big bumps like that, people. Especially if you got the S2 without that rear suspension, which is what we're riding on right now. We got our Hudson Blue S2. I'm sure you guys have kind of figured that out here. I know I didn't go too much into which bike I purchased besides saying a Super 73, but yes, I have the S2, which is the second model or series for the S models. There was an S1. You also had the R series that just came out alongside these S2s. For those of you out there who are maybe on the fence about this bike and you're wondering what it is, which one it is you want, I opted for the S2 over the R or the RX. All are amazing bikes. They're all running the exact same hub. Unless you get a newer one, then you're probably getting maybe the upgraded hub, but that's not what we're talking about right now. But they are great bikes. The thing that the R has over the S2, or the main, I'll say the main feature or spec, is the rear suspension. And actually the R and the RX have a slightly different suspension between the two as well, the RX being the higher of the models. That bike is in excess of $3,000, and I believe the R series is right under $3,000, if I'm correct. So the S2 at the time of my pre-ordering was about $2,200 before the shipping of $150. And I ordered the bike back in April. Yeah, 4/20. That's right, 4/20. I don't know what made me make that decision. I was just feeling good. I thought it was the right thing to do. So I placed the order, and I got my bike. Man, I'm having a brain block right this second. I want to say I got the bike July 10th. That's either when I got the shipping notification or I got the bike, one or the other. But that whole process went smooth. It was through their third-party company, a new third-party company, and the box came in great condition. At some point, I might put together a little bit of my unboxing of the bike. You know, it just had a whole bunch of styrofoam wrapped around it. It was packaged really well, charged the battery right out of the gate, and took it for a first ride, which was hard to do, and actually wiped out on my first real voyage. Like, I had taken it around my neighborhood just once or twice, like a loop, before it started doing these afternoon storms again. And then I got impatient, and it was the second or third night the bike's sitting there. It had finished raining, and I said, I'm going to take it out. So I took the bike out. I was probably about 4 miles in, and I went into a parking lot, and this is evening time, so there was no sun to dry up the roads. Everything was slick, and I took the turn going, I want to say maybe like 14 miles per hour, which I had actually let off the throttle, but right over here, the brake, when you get this bike sent to you, just check on this. See how close your brake is to your throttle. I actually separated mine a little bit. What made it easier was the fact that I put these Vans ODI white grips on here. They were slightly shorter in length than the stock grips. And I wasn't crazy about the stock grips. I already had these before they even came, but yeah, I'm not crazy about the way they were. Plus, after that first wipeout, thank goodness I hadn't put these new ones on, so the little end cap of one of those handles took a little bit of a beating, but overall, the bike was okay after the incident. Thank goodness, that's what was most important. But yes, I ended up with a nice scraped knee, which, happens, of course, like a week and a half before I was going on this long distance hike up in North Carolina. But hey, everything worked out. It is healed up now. Just got this nice dark, not even a scab anymore, but, purplish. There you go. You want to check it out? Hopefully you guys saw that. But yes, it is healing well. I took very good care of it. Luckily there's a fence there and I can see if there's a car coming out, since, oh boy, since many cars like to pull through stop signs. I'm not going to say I do it, but when you got a fence like that blocking your view, I understand. And that's one thing I'm going to say. There are going to be occasions where there's going to be near accidents that happen on this bike, and I think the best thing for most people to do is somewhat remain calm. I mean, at most, just kick their car. I mean, let's not get crazy, and scream. So, that's the only thing I'm going to say about that. I'm going to try and maintain myself. Yes, there's stupid drivers out there, but I am a driver as well, and I understand sometimes some things are out of your control. Especially if you're looking at your cell phone. That's right. I think it was right around the same spot we were at where we started talking about 50% of drivers, people are staring at their phones while they're driving. Like, you look at them and they're not even trying. They're not even trying to look up. Come on, at least hold your phone up, like, to your steering wheel, the top of your steering wheel. All right, so this is going to conclude my first ride video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. One thing I just realized I did not finish discussing, which I guess I'll just finish up with real quick, was why I chose this bike over the R series. So, sorry, I thought I was going to end the video, but you're going to get some bonus footage. Little further review on the bike, which would be looks. That's right. I went with the S2 over the design and the looks of the bike versus the R series. You know, one thing I will say is that also, being that they had an S1, I guess there was a slight little comfort there too, knowing that you tend to sometimes have more problems with brand new models than you do existing models that have just gone through just a small tweak or design change or something like that. But there's not really much to say would be different on these two bikes besides, again, those springs, just the size of the brakes that you get on the R a little bit bigger, and the back I believe it is, but you're essentially getting the same battery, the same electronics, and the bike I wanted happened to be the one that was cheaper, so that worked out for me. And knowing that I was going to be on a lot of pavement, where I live, and there's not a whole lot of off-roading besides just flat ground and little bumps, I didn't put too much thought into needing that rear suspension. Although now that I've got the bike, I would say, rear suspension overall in any condition, because heck, there's just some roads here that have taken a beating, and they just don't get repaired like they should. But anyways, that's going to conclude it, folks. That's why I went with the S2. Had a little bit more of that retro look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe. I've got a Super73 playlist. It's just random as hell. I don't even know what to say. Random is... Oh, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Dane signing out.